Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pony&Wolf Productions video. My name is visualbrony and today we are reading the story Flutter's Secret by the author Flutterprincess. This is apparently from the author's notes, because yes, I have looked at those. This is apparently their very first story, and English is not their native language, which I can relate to. I might count myself as bilingual because, I can speak English relatively well. But yeah. My wife at least says that my English is more than decent. Anyhow, as always, here's a list of those amazing people who keep this channel alive and, give us a little bit of a food budget and enable us to actually keep our apartment. If you want to be on that list, then there are links down in the description below. You can give us one-time donations through PayPal, or you can become a monthly patron on Patreon, or other things. Just explore it. Guys, even a like, share, and subscription will help us, and that one is actually for free. In the library of Ponyville, Twilight Sparklight invited Fluttershy for a tea party. Rainbow Dash told me about how you two were close in your foalhood, Twilight said. Fluttershy didn't respond. Fluttershy, are you alright? Twilight said, worried about her friend. For an entire week she hasn't seen Fluttershy. That's why she had invited her. Fluttershy seemed zoned out. Oh, sorry, Twilight. What did you say? There was a tense tone in her voice. I said that Rainbow told me that you two were close when you were fillies, Twilight repeated. Fluttershy turned pale. I'm sorry, Angel needs me to give him carrots. I gotta go, bye, Fluttershy said, excusing herself abruptly. And with that, she left without even drinking her tea. Twilight was speechless. That was the first time she saw Fluttershy look so nervous, even for her. She set off to the Carousel Boutique to ask Rarity for some help. So you've said that Fluttershy suddenly left your house? Rarity asked Twilight. Yes, it's not like her. She's usually so sweet and would never leave like that. I'm worried about her. We haven't seen her for a week after all. Rarity started thinking about what Twilight had told her. It reminds me of our last day at the Ponyville Spa. She looked worried about something, but I didn't notice it. Then we talked for hours. Well, I talked for hours and she didn't seem to listen to what I said. Rarity corrected herself before continuing. And when I said that Rainbow would join us after the spa, she found an excuse and left. Rarity concluded. I think we must talk about it with Rainbow. After all, if there is someone who knows what is bothering Fluttershy, it's her, Twilight said. She and Rarity then left the boutique to find Rainbow. I don't know what you're talking about, Rainbow said. She was sleeping on a cloud when Rarity and Twilight called out to her. You say she left after you said my name? That's ridiculous, Rainbow Dash said, laughing. That's not a joke, Dash, Twilight said. We're really worried about her. Can you try to find out what's wrong with her? Rarity asked. Fine, I'll pay her a visit this evening. You happy? She replied, trying to go back to sleep. Rainbow was near Fluttershy's cottage. She could hear her crying and speaking to her bunny, Angel. I can tell her. It could break our friendship forever. Rainbow watched all the scene by the window. If she knew that she's my sister, it would be not only her, but also her family and mine who would argue. Rainbow was intrigued. She has a sister? Who? I've never met her. And why won't she tell her? Rainbow thought. Angel, you really think that if Dash knows that it would fix the things? Fluttershy said, crying. What the physics? Rainbow cried out. Fluttershy heard her and went to hide in her bedroom. This is impossible. She can't be my sister. I know my parents and hers. Plus, apart from the fact that we're both Pegasi, we don't look like each other.
but I scared her. Maybe I should go check if she's alright.
Fluttershy was in her bedroom, still crying. Rainbow knocked at the door.
Shy, it's me, Dash. Can you open the door, please? I'm worried about you. Twilight and Rarity too. They sent me to check on you.
The sobbing mare went to open the door.
I'm sorry. I didn't want you to see me like this. I suppose that you've heard what I said earlier.
Rainbow hugged the yellow mare.
It's alright, Shy, but can you just explain to me,
Fluttershy wiped her eyes with her hoof.
Okay, but please, can we stay like this for a moment? I really need it. Thank you.
After a long hug, Fluttershy prepared some tea while Rainbow sat down at a table. She came back to Rainbow Dash with 2 cups of tea and some cookies.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Fluttershy started.
So, a week ago, I went to my parents' house, but when I was about to knock at their door, I saw that they were with your parents.
Fluttershy took a sip of her tea before continue.
I know it's bad, but I couldn't help myself from eavesdropping on them by the window. It was open so I could hear them. They were talking of how your parents adopted you.
She stopped and was about to cry again.
So I'm adopted?
Rainbow cried out. Fluttershy nodded and tried to stop herself from crying.
Then they saw me by the window. They took me in and explained everything to me. But your parents said that it could hurt you if I told you. You're actually my parents' daughter.
Rainbow didn't understand. She looked so much like her parents and didn't really look like Fluttershy's.
So how can you explain the resemblance between me and my parents?
Rainbow asked.
That's what I asked them. My parents said that they were very close friends with your parents. They always wanted a child and my parents had 2 babies, so they gave you to them. Then they went to Princess Celestia's castle to ask her to change your appearance.
Fluttershy said.
I know that seems crazy, but that's what they told me. And between us, I'm not sure they wanted me to tell it to you.
She replied, looking worried. But then Rainbow pulled the hoof on Fluttershy's shoulder.
You know, Shy, sister or no sister, I always know that I'm lucky to have you. But from now on, we will always tell each other everything. No secrets.
Rainbow said, smiling.
I'll tell Twilight and Rarity what happened.
Rainbow was about to reach for the door when Fluttershy called her.
Dash?
Rainbow turned to her.
Yes, Shy?
Fluttershy blushed.
Thank you for all you have said.
They hugged each other.
When I think about it, we heard this news the same way, you and I.
Rainbow said. Fluttershy giggled.
Spying through the window?
I didn't know you were a spy too, Shy.
Rainbow Dash said, joking. Then they walked together to Ponyville to talk to Twilight and Rarity.
I'm glad to have you as a sister, Dash.
I'm glad too, sis.
Author's note. If you read the story, maybe you can see some errors. I'm sorry for that. This is my first story and English isn't my native language. For Celestia changing the appearance of Rainbow, I didn't know how to explain that she looks like her parents, so I said to myself, why not? Hope that you enjoy the story.
Please say yes.
Don't hesitate to correct me if I made mistakes, either in the story or in the grammar.
It is once again time for comment time with me, Luna, the comment kitty. Like and subscribe so that my can openers can buy me more amazing toys and treats. Sometimes I allow them to buy some food and stuff for themselves too, but only after I had my own share first. Also don't forget the merch store and the Patreon in the description down below. That way you can get stuff earlier or support the channel and get amazing merchandise. Fluttershy and Rainbow being related may sound a bit weird, but then I remember that episode with them having to bring water to Cloudsdale. I think it was Hurricane Shy? Something like that? Fluttershy is not a bad flyer. She just lacks the confidence to show her skills. But what do you think about this story? Now go away, there is our pets with my name on them.